What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So I had, pretty much half the day off today. So I wanted to spend some time on the charts and go back to both of my... I basically paid for one school, which is a year, and that year's not up yet. So I still get, his daily pre-market analysis videos every single couple times a week. And his price action reading school is great. I think it's a great school, but I just don't click with his way of trading. I just don't. And I used to try to take some of the same trades he was taking, and it just I didn't know when to get out. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, well, I took profit here, and then I ended up taking a loss because I held too long. There wasn't a clear... He never has a clear take profit. It's always okay, I'm going to enter here. My stop loss is here, and we'll see how it goes. I want to see where's your target? Where are you shooting for? But it's strange because Euro GBP, he's saying one thing, and the other school that I'm going to is saying the complete opposite. They both know, they both think a down move is coming. But this guy, check this out. Just figured I would share this.
An opportunity to take this trade, and obviously this is a pending order. This is the entry with the low stop loss aiming to the upside.
Okay, so you heard that, right? There's entry, stop loss below the low, aiming to the upside. That's what he's saying. So let's go to Euro GBP and see this. So he's looking to enter right there. He's looking for an entry here, lower low stop loss. So he's waiting for price to come down to this level, and he's going to buy, looking for further upside. And the other class or school that I'm taking is looking for basically this is a move down, correction, move down. We're getting a bigger corrective structure now, another move down, probably another corrective structure, and another move down, all the way down to the between 0.85 and 0.84 level, which would be, yeah, down here between 85 and 84. He's looking for the market to come all the way down here before it goes back up. So yeah, I definitely see that you need to take what other people say with a grain of salt and figure this shit out for yourself. Trade what you're comfortable trading. So I actually took profit on, I had an entry right there on that wick. It pushed down, it started coming back up, it started pushing back down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take profit because it looks like, especially with all of the big red flag news, is Thursday and Friday. It's not even in the beginning of the week. So, and today's a holiday, so it's going to be slow. So more than likely, this is price will probably respect structures and patterns until news comes out. You know what I mean? So hopefully, with this calmness, we might be able to take advantage of some smaller trades. This might be a slow week. We might not be able to make a shit ton of money. We might not be able to reach our $900 to $1,000 goal for the week, but we might be able to make a few trades anyway. So yeah, I took profit on that, and then I set another sell order for actually more money, 50,000 units, just above this high, because I would imagine that this will kind of work its way up, take out this high, and then drop. And you can see this pattern is getting squeezed. Price is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually it's going to break. But I think it will take that high out before it goes down. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Why? Why is my... Oh. Okay. No. I want this down here. Yeah. Thank you. You know, I want to see what happens. Once this gets filled, I want to see if we have some momentum to the downside. And if I don't see the momentum, I might take profit when we hit the trend line. And then see if it breaks through, or maybe I'll just bring my stop to break even and just let it play out and see if it comes back up. I don't know. But yeah, that's my plan there anyways, is just to, like I was saying, wait. Let this thing correct and drop. Well, other than that, you know, these are usually the times where I've noticed for me that I take losses because there's like not much going on, and I want to trade something. I want to make some money. I want to get shit going, but sometimes that's when I end up giving up money. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking for something that's not there. But yeah, NZD CAD got tripped today. Yeah, I kind of eyeballed this level. Not bad. Yeah, price came down. We got a nice wick. And it's starting to head back up. So, I'll show you what I'm going for here. If we can go to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, you see how price is moving? Like we got bearish momentum here. And price is going up, but it's going up slow. Not what I like. So, you know, basically I'm in. I brought my stop to $4, so I cannot lose. And I'm just gonna wait for a price to come up to this neckline here. And it will be $72 win if we reach that level. And then I want to see what happens once we get there. So we either reject and go lower, or it pops through. And if it pops through, then I'm going to have a buy order sitting right back in the same spot that I got out for further upside. But, you know, other than that, otherwise, I'm going to take every dollar I can and just try to play it smart. And I see a couple other potential trades. NZD USD got canceled out. It came down and took out the low. Yeah, because we were here. I was looking for price to come back up, test this trend line, then drop down and take out that low. But that's not what happened. Price came straight down, took out this low. I canceled my buy order that I had up here. Shut it down. Not interested in that trade anymore. And Euro Swiss franc. This, I mean, you know, the only thing with this one is this weekly candle here. That pin bar is a little concerning, but you know, I don't know. I've seen these pin bars thrown, and I think sometimes that they're fake. You know what I mean? They throw that to get people short, and it just keeps going. I see it all the time. And on the 4-hour chart, you know, we have this big bullish move. So we have a bullish rotation here. We took out a major swing high on the 4-hour chart. Actually, we took out a bunch of swing highs on the 4-hour chart. Nice bullish move, and then it's coming back down correctively. Bull flag, and price busted through this resistance trend line. And actually, if you really zoom down to like the 1 hour, you can see it already retested. It already retested that broken trend line. Yeah, look at that. I mean, obviously, once this broke through, somebody threw down some big money. It threw, you know, it pushed the market fast, and whenever the market moves too fast, you always get, you know, an opposing reaction. It came down, tested this, and there was buyers there. Pushed it up, So, I mean, this potentially could be something maybe to just kind of get in now, right where price is, and ride this up. I don't know if I'm going to take this, but I would say possibly this could be entry, stop loss, take profit. That's definitely like at least. Oop. And we just have another trade triggered now, which I was getting to, and we'll go look at that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ignore this one. But GBP USD, I just got filled. So check this out. So basically on the 4-hour chart, right? I'm thinking like we have touch here, we have support trend line. Price came down for the third touch of this support trend line and broke through. So I'm thinking price needs to come back up now, retest this broken trend line, and then head down to at least here. At least to here. So if price comes down to here, to the support trend line, I'll be looking to buy. And if price goes up to this, broken support trend line, I'm going to be looking to sell. And I think from looking at what the market is doing on the lower time frames, like if we go to the 15-minute chart and really zoom in, and I just figured out how to like make one box bigger than the other. This is kind of nice. I kind of like this setup because this chart is like the main chart that I use. And then, the other ones I don't use as much, but it's nice to have them there. Like 6-month, monthly chart, weekly chart, just to get a general picture of what's been going on over the long term. But here's, GBP USD. On the 15-minute chart, you can see, I mean, it's moving down, but it's moving down like correctively choppy and extremely slow. It's coming down very, very slow. And we have this resistance trend line. You can see touch, 4 touches right there on the 15-minute chart, and then it popped through. So now we have a break. I'm waiting for the retest. I had my order sitting there, and I'm looking for this to then push up and come back up and retest this guy. And once we get up there, go back down to the other support trend line, and then go back up. That's kind of what I'm thinking, and I think this is going to be like probably my main focus this week is GBP USD. All right, so a couple things changed real quick. I did a little bit of deeper diving here. So my position that I just had was right here. Price came down, filled me, pushed up, started coming back down. That was a red flag to me. So I took the $9 and got out. And this is why. I'm starting to see that these patterns, these structures are so important. It doesn't matter if it's on the 1-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, monthly, weekly, daily chart. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. And I was talking to my girlfriend's dad, and he said he was reading all these Forex books. And he's like, everything they taught me was wrong. It's a scam. It's all a big sham. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. Because the market is heavily manipulated. But if you know what they're doing, you know what I mean? You can use it against them. So I do think it's possible. And the more I trade, the more comfortable and confident I get. The more I think that this is actually freaking possible to make a living doing this. I really think it's possible. I mean, I might not go full-time right away, but I think it's at least possible in the near future. I mean, I would have to build my account up enough. I need enough money in there that I'd be able to actually make a decent amount of money. You know, right now I'm making like $100 there, $500 there, then taking some losses. You know what I mean? And I need to do it over a stretch, over a year or so, and actually be in profit at the end of the year. Baby steps. But back to the patterns, like, because I learned in the first school that I took, it was all about head and shoulders patterns. It's like trade head and shoulders patterns. And I'm like, okay. I thought that was the thing that I was missing. You know, you learn all these little pieces about like 382 pin bars and head and shoulders patterns, and you always think that the newest thing that you learned was the thing that you were missing. But then you see it's not. It was not the thing you were missing. I think it's all of these things combined. Yeah, it's everything combined. But I'm starting to see these patterns, man. Like the head and shoulders pattern, don't like it. I absolutely do not like it. I do not trade them anymore. I don't like them. But if we go over to NZD CAD and zoom out, this is where it's at, man. Right here. To me, I'm starting to really love this. So you get a move down into a corrective pattern structure up, right? And you know, more than likely, and it seems like this pattern holds true most of the time. So this is becoming quickly one of my favorites, because you have a clear cut, you know, you have an area, you draw some trend lines, and you're like, okay, well, we got a big move down, things are bearish right now, we have this corrective choppy structure coming up, so we're expecting another move down, right? So, okay, well, every time price comes up and takes out the previous high and we're up touching this trend line, I'm gonna get in short and then write it down and see what happens when we hit the bottom one. But we don't know how many times this is gonna do this and go up, but we know more than likely this is coming. And it seems to be working pretty good. Second favorite pattern would be the pennant. This guy right here. Or in reverse, upside down. Down into the pennant and down. And then my third favorite would probably be descending and ascending triangles. But they need to be clean. Like, I don't want to see any funky wicks sticking out. It needs to be respected. Like, these lines need to be respected, and I'll trade them. But so far, this corrective pattern, this corrective structure thingy is really, really working out for me. I'm absolutely loving it. So, GBP USD. Let's zoom back in. Let's go back down to the 5-minute chart. This is exactly what I'm going for right now. And I'm just gonna shut the computer off and let these ride. So as of right now, you know, we have. Actually, no. We need to zoom out. So this is the only thing that's confusing to me right now, right? If we look at this, and this is why all the time frames are very, very important. So we have touch, right? Price broke. It broke through. But we do not have momentum right now. It's choppy and slow coming down. Is it because it's a holiday today and things are slow? Is there a possibility that this just shoots down when, you know, volume picks up and this just continues its move down? Yeah. I would say that is a possibility, but we just got a breakout on a smaller time frame. So if we zoom down to that smaller time frame and see, yeah, we do. We have a breakout right here. We have touch, 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 touch. 4 touches there. Resistance trend line broke out. And now we've got a move down. And this looks like this could either be possibly a corrective structure for one more drop, or move down into pennant, move down. But regardless, I'm looking for this move down to actually touch and retest this broken support trend line. And I'm trying to get a sniper entry. I've never had a really nice sniper entry. Going down to like a 5-minute or a 1-minute time frame and getting like close to freaking perfect. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going for here. And you can see this level here. Touch, 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 touch. I mean, there's tons of wicks, tons of touches right here. I actually think that the level that we're actually going for is a little bit lower. It's probably this 1.10400 area is actually where it's going to possibly reverse at, maybe a little bit lower. But regardless, you know, I don't want to miss it, because so many times I've had price come down and just pass through my order, but not enough to trigger it, and it went up without me. So I always try to front run a little bit. And could I have held from there? Yeah, I could have, but I'm going big here. I wanted to up the risk because I think this is potentially a good setup. So I threw down 50,000 units this time. 50,000 units, which is probably like 14 to 1600 bucks margin at a, you know, at a my half. And yeah, this is going to be the entry right here at 1.10438. My stop loss is going to be below this low at 1.10179. So we're risking $129 for the potential. And you can see where I'm going with this. You know, we had this corrective, slow, choppy move down. We've got a breakout. We get the retest. And then we go back up to test this guy before coming back down. Now, this is what I'm seeing. And I see that it doesn't matter what I see. You might see something else. Another guy might see something else. You have to kind of see it for yourself, and if you think it's worth it, go for it. And I'm going for it. So regardless, I have a few different backup plans here. So if volatility or if volume picks up and this decides to just shoot straight down, I'm going to take a $129 loss, and that's it. And then it's going to come down to this area. Well, I will start buying and holding, because I think this is a great area for a long-term investment regardless. But if price does reverse here and heads up, we're risking $129 for the potential to make over 800 bucks. So that's like it's a little over a 1 to 8. I mean, a little under a 1 to 8 risk to reward. That's beautiful. And then once it comes up, we take profits there, we get back in short. We can ride it back down for another 850 some odd dollars. Maybe with a little more risk on this one. I'm trying to give myself a little extra buffer room here. And this might actually have to go up above this high, but I'm going to watch this. Because the further price gets out here, you know, the further it's going to come up to retest this line. So this is something that needs to be adjusted on the fly. You know what I mean? So for now, I'm watching this as is. And I actually might get rid of... this sell order just for now, because it might go up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's how that's gonna go. So we will see what happens there. And then NZD CAD, if we zoom down on this guy, oh yeah, that doesn't look good. See, the problem is the spread just went nuts. So I was up a lot more than this. But because the spread changed, it went way down. But it looks like we broke out. We're coming down. We're retesting this support trend line, or this support area right here, which was, yeah, you can see that support, resistance, resistance, and then we just came flying back up. I mean, we came up pretty quickly, because if you zoom out to like the 4 hour, it's all in the timing, I think. Yeah, look at that. So we've got wick here. Here's the body, but we did get a nice wick here. And we've got an inside bar now on the 4 hour, which is usually a sign of a reversal. Oh wow, look at this. Shit's getting crazy. So I'm considering holding out on this one a little bit longer. I mean, I probably should have taken profits. Oh yeah, look at this. But check this out also. And this is why I'm holding a little bit longer. Look at this. You put this, we have a resistance trend line here. Touch, touch. We came up, touched, rejected, busted through. It's coming back down for that retest. It's coming back down hard. So I want to see price hold this area and keep pushing. And if that happens, I'm staying in. So I'm going to bring my stop loss up to probably right there. Because if this thing comes straight down, I think I'm good there. So no matter what, I'm walking away with 35 bucks off of this trade. And we can bring, we'll bring take profit up to there. And then zoom out. The 4 hour. Yeah, and look at that. That's the next area of resistance on the 4 hour chart. If you can see that. This was support. You can see it bounced a little bit, came up, broke, came all the way down. Looks like we got a reversal. We got an inside bar. This might have been a false break through this long-term, I mean super long-term support trend line. That's this guy right here. On the monthly chart, we have a false break. And now it looks like potentially it's pushing back up through. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna go right there. Right at the tip of this bottom wick here. It's just below this wick here. Because this is the high in question now. Price needs to come up and try to test this high if we're going to get any sort of swing break. So, yeah. I'm going to stick with this. Oh, crap. I'm like $5 away. I better move this down because of the spread change. Let's go back down. Yeah. See, and sometimes price doesn't even need to hit your order to stop you out. If the spread changes, it can stop you out, even not touch your order. So you have to leave yourself enough buffer. But regardless, yeah, I'm gonna just take the 20 bucks. If it gets below this line, I'm taking it and I'm getting out. But yeah, anyways. That's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, do all that crap. See you later.